We gotta get the door shutting.
Are you okay?
I just
good. God.
Domed yourself.
Oh my god. Wait a second.
Get a cat.
Gotta make sure that's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audio off.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, Megan Trainor, no. Okay.
I did find out.
No copyrighted music, bro.
I did find out from the one that we did in my car that it's better to have it facing this way.
Yes.
Because the driver and passenger don't come up as well.
Yes, because
Okay.
we're facing away from it.
So
car
we just
light
gotta
might.
talk
There
loud.
is no middle seatbelt, so.
Yes, there is.
Imagine
Is
putting
there?
your seatbelt on the state of Arizona.
Put your fucking
Honestly,
seatbelt
same.
on. Can I swear?
It's over
I'm so
there.
sorry.
We have some. You can be fucking.
There's nobody watches this except
Alex,
Ricky.
Alex, this is fucking family content. All right,
This
I'm
is
sending
for
this to my
us.
mother.
This isn't for anybody except us.
Were you worried about cursing?
For a second, yes.
Oh
I
my-
still can't
When
find
I,
it.
very-
I told
very
her about it
sweet.
last
Wait, you think this is
week.
going up on YouTube Kids?
I told her about it last
I
week.
do mark them as that it is not intended for kids.
You can mark it as that, but we will be demonetized.
We told her about
Guys.
it last week, and she was worried
quit
about
my
it
job for
interfering
this.
with your copyright.
Yeah, so
Oh my
It's
god.
very
okay.
sweet. Hey, very
Okay.
sweet.
I told you.
I
Good girl-
appreciate the sentiment.
Good girlfriend material right there. I will defend you.
Thanks.
Am I plugged into the wrong one?
No,
Probably.
I was.
yo, my
Yeah,
man's
fun
plugging
fact.
in his seatbelt.
The only reason I proposed because I'm waiting for the podcast. I want to do it as an episode.
It's the first episode.
Didn't fucking what's his face actually turn his proposal into content?
Oh god.
Who?
That one guy.
Wow, what's his face in his one guy?
Dude, I love what's his face.
No,
The-
All I ask is that you don't threaten to kill Matt Mercer on here. Just
That's his name, Matt Mercer.
Why would I threaten to kill Matt Mercer?
because I've done it a few times and had to cut it out.
Why do you want to threaten to kill Matt Mercer?
I didn't want to. It just happened.
Okay. Why? Why
And
did
also,
it just
don't
happen?
full name drop anybody.
Oh yeah, like entire both their middle names name drop.
Like a certain man we're all familiar
Also,
with.
Yeah.
I have
You
no
guys
idea where I'm
set up
going.
code
Where are we
names?
going?
Yeah,
I
where
don't
are we
know where I'm
Freddie?
going.
You're the direction guy.
Get to the freeway. So
Damn.
What freeway?
turn right.
Damn.
Gotcha. Am I going
And then-
eastbound or westbound?
What's free about it?
We're going to the one on rural and Guadalupe. So we'll get like a good 15-20 minutes out of this. And then on the way back.
Yeah,
So should we just do we
Yeah.
want to hop right into
Let's
it?
just
or-
fucking
Yeah.
hop right into it.
So
What
what
happened
happened
to
to
D&D last week?
That's a
Oh my
wonderful
God.
question. I couldn't tell you. So.
I'm the DM, so I don't have to
Imagine
remember.
being sleepy.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you have to remember the most out of any of us.
You do. Okay, so
I
when
remember we showed up at a camp.
we were still at the original place where we fucking killed all the orcs and almost
yeah.
drowned, and we're like, oh, we gotta go to a
Almost,
different
wait,
place.
somebody almost drowned.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiki.
Kiki almost drowned.
Yeah, Kiki put her monkey palm underneath the chest that was in the small
I
pond,
got
and then
stuck on the chest.
yeah.
Oh, we went through the flowers. That was the first thing we did.
Austin and Alex are here now, by the way, Ricky.
Because that's specifically who this is for, is just Ricky.
It really is. He's the only one who listens to it. I mean, we listen to it too, but
Repeatedly.
Ricky's the only one who's not on it that listens to it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We're gonna have to catch up.
I was like, wait a minute. Doesn't Ricky come to D&D? Like, why does he need that?
He's been on a couple, but not like Dawson's on it regularly, but Ricky is.
So Ricky's the special guest star.
Yes,
Yes.
he's like everyone loves when Ricky's on.
We all,
Everyone's
we all
laughing.
clap and applaud and scream and cry
All the
for
four of
more.
us.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, the flowers happened. I know I was the only one sitting up front because everybody's character is prissy, I think, except for
Yeah.
mine.
Did we hold on? Did we sleep at that orc camp?
I'm pretty
No,
sure we.
that was part of the issues. We didn't sleep there.
No, we did. I
No,
remember specifically
because
saying
we
you
woke
need to
up and
rest.
you went and you looked outside and saw a
Right,
thing
we
in
found
the-
cards. You fucking exploded.
Oh yeah.
You
So we
pull
have
it-
to soft reset
pull it back.
at the camp.
We're at
We
the
were
camp.
at the camp. With the orc camp.
We
where,
all took turns taking watch.
Yeah.
It filled in first, and he found a rabbit.
Me too.
Oh, look at me! I'm so loud. Oh my god.
Yo, evil G4.
Evil G4.
Evil FG4.
You can't-
FG4.
You can't just read people's nameplates.
I know.
License.
I absolutely have done that before.
I know you have.
It's a license plate. It's public record.
Damn, you're right.
We just need to say street
Car
names.
guy.
We've done that almost. Also, too, we're gonna dox
At least in
ourselves
Arizona. it's
to
public
Ricky.
record.
Well, we moved, so it's okay now.
It's fine now.
Yeah. So we were all taking watch. Ethereum woke up, decided to look at a tree, and he rolled a nat 20 perception, and he saw a floating card in the tree, and he's like, I'm gonna go get that. So you climbed up the fucking tree, flipped the card, and it was the supernova, which is just you get like a
Fireball.
giant, a fireball hits you, and you're blinded. So the entire tree fucking exploded.
But he
And
rolled
woke
a nat
everybody
20
Right after that.
right after that to see if he could even perceive anything, and since he
Your
rolled a
blindness
nat 20,
immediately disappeared.
yeah, it was literally just
Bunching out 20s that session.
Yeah, it was.
Especially right like at the beginning. We got
Yeah.
a bunch.
I can't wait for.
So yeah, turn left here.
I can't wait for this next session. We all roll ones.
You got it. I'm proud
Don't
of you.
jinx it.
I already have.
Oh my god.
Well, all of you guys are rolling that ones except for Kiki, who's going to be absolutely tearing it up flurry
You
of
gotta,
blows
you
with
gotta.
all nat 20s.
And then
Did you
I
read
hope
your
so.
class? Do you know how it works now?
No.
love that
I
for
will
you.
do that
Classic
tomorrow.
Alex.
I have. Okay, that's valid. No, I will be doing that tomorrow. I'm just taking the day to catch up on stuff.
That's
so.
fair. You got a lot going on that we don't need to talk about
No,
in this
please.
instance. Instead, let's talk about how
Yeah.
Kasha took the next watch and did mediocre, but then nothing happened. And then we woke up. Oh, and then the fucking carriage got jacked.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Little
Oh,
vulture
God.
goblin. Little gobster.
Yeah. So
Gabagoo.
it was
Gobby gob gob.
Kasha and Vala tried to catch up first and like
Yeah, because
schmooze
you guys
and
were
be
like, all right,
"Hi,
let's all get in
guys.
the carriage.
Let's
And
be
then you're
super
like,
sweet about it."
you guys are like, let's all get in the carriage after you all woke up. And I was like, well, and then I was like rolling with it. And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, you guys get in the carriage. And you guys are going to, wait a second.
What
Where'd you guys
have?
park the carriage
Yeah.
when you went into the camp? And you're like,
Oh,
oh,
shit,
probably
it's on the
how
outskirts
far
of
this
it.
way. It's like, oh, you need to go get that then. And I'm like, well, if you left that alone, and there's been little vulture goblins who want your
Yo, why are the
horse.
trees speaking goblin right now? What the fuck?
So yeah, continue.
Oh yeah, so we Vela and Kasha caught up with it, and we were gonna do something, but then Ithildin was like, "Oh fuck, goblins!" Oh, oh.
Classic building.
I don't know. Did you shoot at any of them?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I
Well,
think it was
'cause,
just a Thildin.
It
Yeah.
was
I think you guys
Askelin.
killed them all before I got there.
Yeah, because Askelin was like
Arch never
T-posing,
took my turn.
flying, and located it.
Yeah, I'm a weird like gunslinger because I don't have a lot of dex because I put more of my points into charisma because he's also
Yeah,
fucking
you know.
paladin. Smiting shots where the damage is. Fuck.
Yes.
Fuck the other damage.
Which we eventually get to use.
Yeah, correct.
But so we get our little carriage back, and then we start rolling, and then we come across the flower lane
Flower Lane.
where we all get fucked
Flower
up.
Lane. Yeah, who was the first one? Was it the horse?
Yeah, the horse started floating up,
Oh,
and
yes,
I was the
forgot
one who
about
saw
this.
it because I was the only one up front because everybody after the goblins I guess was like mortified or something.
Therian just being like, wait a second.
Vela was just like super sleepy because
Yeah.
they've
Well,
been
you kept
woken up.
waking us up. Yeah.
Yeah, like woke
So
up
everyone's
probably
like,
like
"We're
7
tired."
times over
Yeah.
the course of like 6 hours.
Oh yeah, she just kept trying to go back to sleep, and I rolled like a what was it, a fortitude or something to stay asleep.
Yeah, and you rolled an at 20.
I rolled an at 20, so it's like I'm going the fuck back to sleep.
Yeah, and then so saw the. That's the produce.
Berries and cherries.
So a horse started floating. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That
Hey guys,
sounds
and
so
I let you guys know the horse was floating. Like, well, why? I'm like, I don't know. Make the magic lady dispel magic or something. But Ricky didn't want to use dispel magic. He just kept. I think he used detect magic, and all Tristan was like, yeah, it's magic. Like it looks like it's
This shit's
around the
magic.
Well,
bushes.
he detected magic on like the surroundings as well, and then that's when I was like, oh, well, Askelin can see that all the bushes around
Yeah,
are
then he
magic,
threw
and he's
fireball
like,
at
oh, okay, I'm just gonna destroy the bushes. Okay.
All right, everybody, y'all smoked up.
Yeah,
And then-
roll me some saves.
I think who made the 4 saves? I know I did.
I did
because-
not.
I didn't.
Yeah, no,
Wait, I know
me,
you- did
me
you
and
make
Bella
it?
in the back.
Did
I
I?
don't think so.
I feel like Kiki make it, but maybe not.
I think everyone except Ithildin.
No, I think Ithildin and I were the only ones who did make it, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you
'cause
guys
we're
were
the-
the only ones that did
Yeah,
it.
because I was having a
Everyone
problem.
else started floating, throwing up. You thought that you were dead,
Oh, yeah.
and you could only tell the truth.
That was.
How did you come up with these?
Can I tell them?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a podcast that we listen to
Oh
called
my
Dungeons
God.
and Daddies.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
not
know
a
because you
music
use
podcast.
my Spotify list. I open my fucking Spotify, my music stops, and it's like.
it sounds weird. The concept is hilarious, where it's just a bunch of, I don't know, I think I might have told you about it before.
I've seen it.
It's on my
Yeah,
recommended.
it's very funny to me. It's the guy who did Rocket Jump.
Freddie Wong.
Yeah. So it's the premise of it is there's
Wait, is
like,
it Freddie Wong or the other guy?
it's Freddie Wong.
It is Freddie Wong?
Well, who's the other guy?
I can't remember his name.
Is it like Matt Arnold?
Maybe.
Matt Arnold's also in it.
I just know, like, Freddie Wong didn't solo run Rocket Jump. There's another
Yeah,
guy.
no, I think it was.
But
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure they split. I don't know.
But anyway, it's about 4
Not
like
covered by YouTube,
human
though.
Earth fathers who take their sons and get lost in the realm, and they have to try to find their sons back. So they're just 4 normal ass dudes who are then in the like forgotten D&D realm, just trying to find their kids, and it's very funny. Anyway, that's one of the things is there's like a drug cartel who's like taking these flowers and turning it into drugs, and one of the kids is running with them because he thinks it's funny. And they got to go like tell their kids that drugs are bad.
It's the DARE program.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where Tristan got it from.
Yeah.
I see.
to call him out on that
Literally
front.
stealing.
Yes.
Yes.
He homebrewed everything else.
Yes, it was literally just, oh, this would be an interesting 10 minutes. Go.
What is a tabletop RPG game without stealing something from somewhere?
Exactly.
Isn't this all just one giant theft of Tolkien?
It is.
Yes.
Sometimes you go to a restaurant, you have something amazing, and then you go home and you try to recreate it.
Exactly. So, I think the thing that happened after that was, Kasha and Vela were like, oh, we could probably like use this in some way, and then Vela face planted into the
Oh,
Flowers?
I jumped out of the carriage to go pick flowers, and I rolled a survival check and rolled a nat 1, and she just tripped and face planted into the fucking bushes.
Yeah. And then after that, we all got back in, trying to calm you down.
Well, Ethereum got out, grabbed Vela, put a rock on her lap.
Oh, yeah.
Little does he know that I have a higher strength than him, so I just picked it up and put it down. I rolled a nat 20 on that, too.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Truly a cursed evening.
Really.
Ricky's character, who I can never remember the name of,
Escalon.
Ascalon.
made the save, cast haste on the horse so we get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And then as you guys were, you got everyone back into the carriage.
Yep.
You guys were going, and then you saw 4 humans.
I think Athilda was at the front with me at
Yeah.
this point
Yeah.
as well.
And then
was
you
just
see
like,
four
"Let's fuck outta
humans
here."
like on the trail ahead of you, and 2 of them were like floating. And then you guys tried to ID them just by trying to see how cute they were.
Yeah.
And then you guys found out that these were the same human fellows that you all had.
And lady.
It was
And lady.
Trent, Mabel, and Kane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the sister's name was. Do you remember what her name was? Damn,
Did she have a name?
cold-blooded.
Yes.
What was it, Brittany?
Is that called
Sure. Britannia. It's
Brittany, bitch.
All right, decided.
Uh,
So yeah, we tried to make you guys stop, and of course you didn't. So then we just had to
Yeah.
say goodbye.
no. Hilden was in the back because
Oh,
when you
yeah.
all tried to jump out.
Oh, and he fucking
You all-
grandpa judo flipped us.
Yeah, you all tried to tried to jump out of the back of the wagon, and then he was like, "Can I make like
It was a CMB.
can I make like a
Like a
CMB
grapple
check
check,
to
yeah.
stop them?" And I think he rolled a nat
He rolled
20.
a
You were
nat
that
20.
20.
And so he just like started, basically just Aikido, judo, freaking taking your guys' energy and sitting you back in your seats. He's like, no one's leaving. Like, you jump at him, he like waves his arms and
So we just had to wave at them from the back of the carriage.
I like to think Ithilden has had like daughters before, and he knows how to shut them the fuck down.
He's had grandkids to deal with too at this
Yeah.
rate. How old he is.
Great grandkids.
So after that, we do arrive to the place where we know the guy is supposed to be, but there's like a bunch of orcs outside. So we essentially had to like hold back Genocide Grandpa, sit him down, and be like, give us like 10 minutes to scout.
It's a recon.
It was recon, except I didn't really get very far because there were tents and I had to like undo a dude.
And Dawson,
Undo
good
it,
job.
dude.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. And Dawson,
Alex, you don't
good
undo
job.
me.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing the role play of sending. Shut up. I appreciate you doing the role play of at least sending in a meme of Ithilden trying to hold back his genocidal
This is
urges.
why we can't have Austin on, because it's just gonna be me and him sitting in the back fucking making jokes while you guys talk.
Oh my god. That's
Really
fine.
grip, bruh.
Really great, bro.
Now we're getting demonetized.
The tent. The guy was a 10, right?
Okay, so
Was
yeah,
he a 10
I
in the
snuck
tent?
into a tent. He was like hog-tied. I undid
Nice.
the ties. I slid open the back of the tent and let him escape. And then at that point,
Why'd you let
Kiki
him
was
go?
also in the area and like trying to unlock boxes.
So I found the other tent. We found oh my god, we left that guy in there.
He's fine.
You
I
put a
hope
blanket
so.
over him so he wouldn't see anything when he woke up.
I did. I didn't want him to see
Well,
me.
he was,
and then I
like,
accidentally
ugly.
released
Didn't you
him.
let one guy go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I let one guy go.
Yeah,
Even-
I don't
remember.
think.
Did you ask like, who are you? Why are you here? Why did
No.
they capture you? What
He
the
was
fuck?
he was a fucking 8 out of 10.
She was enamored by his stunning.
And you
fucking
didn't
hot.
get to fuck him, so like,
I
what's the
know.
point?
My reputation precedes me now. He saw my face.
Whose?
He knows I'm hot. Mine.
Are you?
Yes.
Freddie. Guadalupe, north or south?
Left, south.
Okay, thank you.
Dude, you're gonna give the people out there.
Who? Ricky?
Oh, somebody showed up to the
It's
apartment.
Dawson. Yeah, he was going to get food. He said he's just sitting in the parking lot until we got back.
Gotcha.
Damn.
If
don't
he
have
showed
enough
up, I
space.
would have just given him. He could have just, come in.
I could have ordered food and just had him pick it up and sit there with it.
Exactly.
Imagine.
You can still do that.
Yeah, we're still.
Still have time.
So I had another like 20 minutes.
I know.
So that's what happened with the tent. The
Oh,
tent
there's so much to cover in this.
no, there's a lot. A lot happened. You
I'm
guys kept going.
remembering.
So all that Kasha remembers is in the tents, untied a dude, killed 2 orcs. Your Shooty Man was there. He killed a few guys.
Yeah, you hid
We-
behind like a boulder.
I unlocked
Yeah,
one
that's
box
prone.
and got gold. The other one got stuck on me. And then
Yes.
I joined everybody else.
And
But literally,
Askelin,
so much else was happening while this was happening.
and Askelin cast Thundercloud, which
Oh yeah.
part of Askelin's bloodline changes the element of the
Just
spell
fucking
to fire.
soccer ball.
So, Thundercloud normally is a ball of like a thundering cloud. It changes.
Thundercloud is a ball of thundering.
No way!
Shocking.
Wow.
But he got a crit, so I let him do it twice as big, twice as much damage, and for twice as long.
I
Oh
love
my
when
God.
you do shit like that with Ricky, and he's like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that."
Yeah. So I ended up giving him a 10 by 10 fire tornado that lasted 20 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Just casually.
Just casually.
Just cash.
Because I often forget you guys are level 10.
Super cash.
Meanwhile,
Well, like,
Vela,
spells are already so boring for crits anyway that, like, that was fun.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Telling you the critical.
Meanwhile,
card
Vela
effects.
rolled a nat 20 on her performance check for
yeah.
her invisibility performance, so
Uh-huh.
it became greater invisibility, and she just ran to the fucking cave.
Just ran to the end.
Yeah.
And then Askelin eventually followed, but she was also using greater invisibility, so neither of them could see each other.
We couldn't go in though because the zone hadn't rendered yet.
Yeah, it hadn't loaded yet.
But
you
then,
doing that caused Daring to go in the where the fuck is my little sister mode and caused a man to get tortured before his death down the line.
yeah, that's what happened.
That's why I was
So
drawing
why
Ricky's
don't-
character.
Yeah.
So, Thilden went all
get
like
there.
genocide grandpa. He hopped in. What were
Yeah.
you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, so before we were inside, I was prone sniping people with the musket.
Uh-huh.
And once they finally got cleared, that's when I finally jumped down, like, oh, I'll go inside now that
Uh-huh.
all the.
Yeah, because it
orcs
was
are gone.
Tasha and Aetherian.
Yeah,
because
because it took us forever to kill
Yeah.
that last one.
Yeah. So because when we got into the cave together, I was like, "Can you help me?" Because I had the thing stuck to
And
me,
I
so you
just
just
shot
shot
it
it
with my
off,
revolver.
so I could
Yeah.
I could keep my tools.
Before you guys got... So, Askelin and Vela both went in first.
Mhm.
Yes.
Askelin just motioned her fire tornado around
Went the
the
opposite direction
drow
of you.
guards and just, started making black skeletons out of them.
Yes, charred.
Charred skeletons. Vela went north instead of south because Askelin went south. Vela went north, went past the dude, but then couldn't pick the lock to the door.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Ithilden and Kiki got in,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were like, "Oh, this is strange," but then started going to fight the guy that was north. Askelin was still in that area, just moved her fire tornado south. So Ithilden rolled a nat 1, and Askelin just happened to still greater invisible. So it just happened to be within like the firing range of the arrow that
Vela was in the range, or
No,
no,
Askelin, who was
Askelin.
also invisible. At the time.
Askelin also had greater invisibility because she rolled a critical success.
Oh, that's
on her
right.
invisibility
No,
check.
she has greater invisibility just because of a spell.
Oh, just has it.
Just has greater invisibility.
Yes.
What coward?
Oh yeah, she's level 10. What am I
Yeah.
talking?
Yes.
Imagine taking invisibility as your spells.
And so
Imagine not just getting a ring.
Ithilden basically fired at the drow. It hit Askelin, but since she has greater invisibility, that doesn't disengage her invisibility. So from Ithilden's perspective, he fired, arrow just stopped midair, and then it turned around at him and went, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Just floats.
So then, essentially, what happened was the team went north, except for Askelin and
Who
her.
went south and
pet
just
fireball.
soloed the entire southern
Yeah.
part of the cave.
But then, so Vela went through, and what did you find up there?
Into the cave?
Yeah.
So I went up north and there was like a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge.
And I crossed
You
the bridge.
busted the door open.
Oh yeah, after fucking like 3 tries. Oh, there's the Dutch right there.
I know.
After like 3 tries, I finally busted the door open and went in. There was a bridge. I started crossing it. Despite weighing like 40 pounds, they somehow noticed me on the bridge with greater invisibility and like a 50 sneak check. And,
Not bitter at all. Not anything.
Carrots. Who would have thunk?
And damn, there's like nobody here.
Are we getting out, or are we?
Yeah, let's get out. We'll pause it.
Oh, that is a curb. I thought those were
Yeah,
speed bumps
that
for a
do-
second.
That do be a curb. No.
Jump that shit. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
I'm out of the truck.
Yo, vape? CBD?
Blue Dragon?
Oh no.
That was a crappy anime.
What?
Shut up. And
Where are you going?
There's a big.
Yo, let's go to Bogies.
I didn't talk to them. No, I remember. We rolled to see if they were like on a scale. Of
No,
1 to
wait.
10.
You rolled your stealth and they didn't see you.
Yeah, but they noticed the bridge moving. is
Yeah,
what
and they
I'm
were like,
saying.
"Oh, that's weird."
Yeah,
and they moved on.
And then one was like a 3 and one was like a 5, and I was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
we're
wasting my
not
time.
gonna talk
I think it was like a 3 and a 2.
No, it wasn't that low.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not wasting my time with these bozos. And so I walked into the next room where there was a dude cooking some stew, and
He was a fucking
he was an 8, and I was like, yeah, let's go. And I
8 and a
I
shit.
Was he an 8 or
Or
a 9?
was he a 9?
I think
he
he was a 9.
He was
Yeah,
a 9.
because then you like
There was a
messaged me,
7.
and there was a 7 and a 9, and you messaged me immediately. You're like, oh my god, there's a 9, there's a 9.
No, I said there's a 7 in here for you.
Yeah.
And
After he was like, oh yeah, Gustav, he's not interested in women.
nice. And I didn't tell.
No,
I didn't tell
it was
him.
Mercy.
Oh yeah,
Mercy
Mercy.
was it.
Gustav was the chef.
Yes.
All
We'll
right.
pause it.
I'm gonna pause it.
Now you have
we're
to-
back.
Now you have to splice it.
We gotta
It's
I'll
fine.
start somebody hold these so I can buckle.
Yes.
Buckle,
God.
please.
Got you.
So when we last
Do I have to?
were talking,
Driver.
No,
Yes.
Megan Trainor.
stop it,
We're good.
Driver.
Megan.
What?
Do I have to buckle?
Yes.
Damn it.
It's done.
What?
It's
Shipping
done.
this shit in my car.
So you're driving.
I guess. That way people want to buckle.
You good?
What's going on? It's under me. Yeah. Stop trying to dig into my pocket.
Well, move your fat ass.
Nice.
We got that on. No, we're
Excuse
recording.
It's fat
That's
with the PH,
still
guys.
my phone.
He likes it that
Move your
way.
phone. Yeah.
So do you.
He's told me.
You can't say that.
What'd you say?
Hold on. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, what did
Nothing.
you say?
He
What?
No,
We
no,
like
no.
fat asses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't say that in reference to Austin's girlfriend.
Why
No,
not?
I was
Not
saying it
her
as a
fat
collection.
ass.
Yeah. I didn't say.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Get your mind out of the gutter, God.
God.
Truly an episode brought to you by Megan Trainor. All about that bass.
Damn,
Let's go.
Megan, she's polluted us.
Hold up. Back it up.
Copyrighted material.
All right, what the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about you were gonna fucking hit on that 9.
Oh yeah, so I did. hit
Yeah,
on the
fucking
9.
shirtless.
I almost got
So-
there.
so Bella-
You almost did.
Vela
if
peeks,
it wasn't for a
Vela peeks into a room
Uh-huh.
and sees a shirtless
Glistening.
drow in a chef hat, absolutely glistening.
like
Dripping.
he was making the dinner and he was the plate.
Exactly.
Abs so cut you can eat off them.
Goes back around the corner and is like, I'm gonna end my performance so that I don't just appear in this room.
Yeah.
Because there's the half-naked chef, and then there is the drow
He
sitting
didn't have a
at...
shirt on. It wasn't like.
That's half-naked.
That is half
I
naked.
guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, get fucked.
definition.
Stop
but only by
bullying.
half.
No.
And then there's a guy playing cards at the dinner table. And
With
so...
himself.
With himself.
The gay drow.
Gay drow.
Playing solitaire.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was his
Truly the
name?
gayest card game.
Have you ever heard of Spider Solitaire?
Merci.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I think.
I was surprised for you.
So,
So, I'm gonna let Vel...
Dead air!
I'm gonna...
so Bella, okay, so no, Bella goes in and starts flirting, and then eventually messages. Well, Kasha's like, "Hey Bella, sweetheart, where are you? What's going on?" And so then we all catch up, and then Kasha's like, "I'm gonna go in there real quick, and we're gonna scout out the area because it seems like Bella's doing okay, but there is another hot guy in there allegedly that I need to go check it out.
Allegedly.
So Kiki, you stay here, and I'll call you if I need you."
At this
And then-
point, Vela was like talking to him. She had gotten some soup. She
They
did
were
not
sitting
eat-
next to each
She
other.
was scared to eat the soup
A
for
little
obvious
bit, yeah.
reasons. She somehow got recruited into this group because she was. I mean, that was her cover. She's
Mm-hmm.
like, "So where'd you come from, little weird little bird creature?" And she's like,
I am no recruit.
I am
I
new
work here.
I'm no recruit.
I'm new in town.
I'm new.
So then Kasha walks in and is like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally new too. Wow." And then the one guy was like, "Oh well, better give you the tour and get you into the fucking bunkers."
Oh no, because Gaston wanted to
was not-
Gustav wanted to be alone with Vela.
Yeah, one of the fuck.
So he's like, "Oh, Mercy, would you mind showing around Kasha? I want to stay here
The
with
chef's
Vela."
name was Anders.
Anders, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Tristan can't remember names.
Gustav was the tailor. That's right.
Yeah.
Ah.
There you go.
We'll get there.
They're all French for some reason.
Yes, because Drow are French.
He's just making
If
fun
there's
of
a
him.
race that's French, it's definitely.
It's definitely the Drow.
They live underground. They're
Come
evil.
on.
What does that even mean?
I just told you.
No.
Why does everybody here hate French people?
You don't?
You were.
Not really.
Damn.
You were the one who said, "Is there anything worse that God could give us than a French Canadian?"
Yeah,
That is
that's a French
quote.
Canadian. It's a different species.
Species.
Different genus.
They aren't people. I'm sorry.
Alex, what part of Canada is your family from?
Quebec.
Yikes.
No,
Unfortunate.
Manitoba.
Saskatchewan.
Better.
Manitoba and Calgary. We're good.
Okay, you're fine.
These are fake names.
That's not real. It's like their money. Whoa, you've got a foreign queen on your money. Whoa.
Whoa.
What are the fucking
Fucking
$2
loony,
coins called?
toony. Toonies.
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 Stupid.
It's literally funny money.
Yeah.
Going back to the
colorful,
French
waterproof.
people.
We no longer have names.
Okay, so
So
you,
Anders was like, yes, could you please show this new weird cat girl around, please, because I want to lay this bird.
Nice. I want to stuff this turkey. Let's go.
because then Bella
I'm laying
also,
down
were you
pipes
like,
so she can lay down some eggs.
Let's go.
Bella, did you say that you needed, oh my god. This was a mistake, Austin, I'm so sorry.
Terminology. I can't think of.
Thanks for coming, us. You can never come back.
That's what I do.
So Bella, was it you who suggested like, oh, we should go get uniforms or something? Because eventually you did show up in the same place.
Oh yeah, I was. They all had like a drab garb
Yeah.
on, and I was like, hey, where do I get my uniform? Haha, because I was trying to, because everybody was gonna come in that room.
Yeah, they were everyone had basically caught up to the point to where Ricky was staying in the
I think
southernmost
Ricky's
chamber,
there.
and then Aetherian and Ithilden.
Why is Ricky coming?
The gate code just went off for the
Oh, that's
second
probably her
time.
food.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh, okay, never mind.
Aetherian and Ithilden and Kiki were all like in the room north of the dining room, just like waiting to come in. And so I think Bella and Kosh were like, yeah, sure, let's move. Okay.
Let's go
And-
somewhere less open.
Let's go
Yeah.
somewhere not here.
But then, so we went to the Taylor room, and then
Imagine where the
Gustav
fuck-
or
Which-
Mercy went back to the original place.
So there's the dining room. South of that was a little chamber room, and then south of that was the Taylor room.
yeah.
But west of the chamber room was a little sleeping area where Askelin was fire tornadoing sleeping elves.
Yes.
Kaylee, turn
Yes.
it around so it's facing you guys.
Okay.
There you go.
It was fire tornadoing
Very professional
sleeping,
setup we got here.
Yeah, fire tornadoing sleeping drow. And so I think you guys identified that she was in there, and then we're like, okay, well, let's go into the Taylor room, and you guys got in there. Mercy was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to play icons, and then left.
Yeah.
And then that's when the Taylor Gustav was introduced, and he was the 8.
Yeah,
No,
so
yeah,
Mercy was
yeah,
a
yeah.
7, Gustav was an 8, and Anders was a 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are some sexy French people.
They're drow.
The drow.
Sexy drow.
Got those berets.
The drow may be French, but doesn't mean they're not attractive.
Ha
I know where he can put his bag in.
Let's go.
So, Kasha and Bella start getting fitted for uniforms while the other people move in to the one remaining dude in
So,
there.
Yes, and the guy rolled a nat 1 on perception when he walked into the room
And
while
people were
Aetherian,
already there.
Ithilden, and Kiki
Yeah.
were already there.
So
he rolled a nat 1, so he walked over to his table and kept playing cards.
So at this point, Askin also was like trying to figure out like what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, she was
Because,
using message.
well, I don't like the thieves.
Because she can only message Ithilden.
Well, no.
No, she
was
doesn't
like,
have that teamwork feat. She has a spell.
yeah, she's
Oh,
a spell.
right.
She's like, murdered grandpa. They're not gonna be very useful. So I guess the most trustworthy person is
The gunplayer,
Ethereum.
yeah, Ethereum.
So
The disillusioned
What a
fucking
shame.
PTSD guy. Millimeters from snapping. He's the most trustworthy guy here.
Damn.
she messages me, and like asking what's going on. I'm like, oh well, we just walked in, like peeked into a kitchen. There's a guy. We're gonna try and interrogate him, figure out what's going on. I don't know where the others are. And so Aston's like, so if I should continue where I'm going, I'm like, yes. And so we go in there. We see Ithilden wants to kill him like right away
Yes.
because at that point we had established that Ithilden considers orcs and drow on the same level,
Yeah.
which is not
Yes.
high.
They're on the tier list.
Yeah, they're on the tier list. And so I stop him like, well, we don't know where everybody is. We don't know what's going on. Let's interrogate him. He's alone. He's in a kitchen, so there's tools to use.
Yeah. Oh no, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Poor Grimes.
Soup boarding.
So, Ricky, what are you doing? Appreciating that there's no Geneva Convention.
That was the funniest fucking shit. What are you doing right now, Ricky? I'm appreciating that there's no Geneva Convention.
So we walk in
Truly schizoid.
because he rolled a 1. Mercy did. So he didn't see me literally just walk up to him. He was very wrapped up in his game of solitaire. Grab him, throw him on the table. I want to pin him, so Ithilden gives me an arrow and I jam it through like his wrist all the way through like into the table. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? Really high intimidate roll. food, and he's like, we're serving the drider, I think is what he said.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Well, I only have one other question. Where's the bird? I'm like, oh, they're at the tailor. You know, they're just down to that door.
Where is she?
Yeah, literally, where is she? I was like, okay, well, that takes care of all my questions. And at that point, though, I think there's some stuff going on with the tailor. And
Yeah, so
Dawson
moving
and I
back to the tailor room, they were like, he measured you guys up, cut your guys' cloth, and then was like, okay, now you should try it on. And then you guys were like, oh, do you guys have like a change room? And they're like, no.
Just get naked now.
Flip. And then so you guys were like, okay. And then Askelin was messaging Kasha, like, hey, do you want me to go in there and like help you guys out? And then Kasha's like,
I think we're cool.
we're gonna need help, but I am naked. And then she's like,
well, no, you're missing the part where Vela stripped, and then Kasha was like, I'm not comfortable with this. And Vela, I don't remember what I said. It was like, it was like you don't have to get naked when you get dirty. Or wait, no, it was you don't have to get dirty.
There's a difference between getting naked and getting dirty.
That was it, yeah.
So it's like, fine, fuck it. And now Kasha's naked too. And at some point I found a card. And I don't know why. But I found the card.
I feel like that was after.
No. Because this was integral to the next part, which was I
tried to play a
the
card
card.
trick.
Oh,
I,
yeah, you can open the door.
I know, I didn't know how to play a card trick. It just fell out of some of the stuff, and then I got door stuck. So I can't open doors anymore.
Yeah.
I can unlock
doors.
them.
You
Which
just
was
can't
which really bad in this case where
I
you
needed
had
to get out of the door.
some possibly unconsensual
Yeah.
Dudes, and it's like, I need to
Some
leave.
unconsensual dudes.
It's like our nose.
Just a couple of unconsensual dudes being bros.
So anyway, somebody started blasting.
Because they're not gay.
Oh my god. So, Askelin was using the fire thing to like stay near the door so they couldn't leave if we did decide to try to kill them ourselves.
Right.
But then eventually that moves and everybody else like shows up to this place. And I don't know who struck first, but that door.
Okay, so going back to dining room then. Dining room, torture room.
So while you guys are, this is going down. Dawson and Phil and I are having a side conversation like, hey, like, let's get more information on this guy. Let's up the torture. There's a pot of stew over there.
Boiling stew.
Yeah, boiling stew.
Left unattended.
So
he was just sitting back waiting. This travesty.
Where would you have rather been? In the naked room or the torture room?
No, I would have chosen soup boarding over dealing with whatever was going on there.
So Athilda grabs
Coward.
the stew.
Not wanting to hang out with the unconsensual dudes.
So Athilda grabs the stew. The
They
guy
couldn't have done anything.
I literally
Nothing
like failed
happens to
a
the
check.
totally thieves they don't want to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is still a PG cartoon,
a force
guys.
of nature.
Is it?
It's not PG.
no,
We're
absolutely.
just very powerful.
That's the fucking yeah, no, absolutely.
That's what I mean.
Drop
Like,
more than one swear.
It has less to do with what could happen and more to do with what we will let happen.
That's what the PG stands for. Powerful girls.
Yeah, powerful girls.
Powerful girl bosses.
But so Athilda grabs the stew, but the guy gives me the info. So Athilda puts the stew down, and I think just ends up cutting his head off. So I'm like, I got what I needed. He's all yours. I'm not gonna kill him because that's against my not religion.
Yeah.
My religion that I don't really believe in anymore, but I still kind of believe.
So for some reason, I'm still fucking blessed. So we figure out the door.
When you quit,
So-
they keep you on the payroll.
At this point, we've all met, and so I prime my gun, load a smiting shot.
Yeah,
because
so
I
now
know there's Drow, and
Kiki,
kicks on the
Askelin,
door.
Athildan, and Aetherian are all basically waiting to breach and clear this door.
Yes.
The girls have positioned
gets
themselves now to where they have their backs against the walls of the tailor room, and the two drow are in the middle. And I remembered, they were like, no, you get naked and we can change. And then Vela was like, you guys first. And then they were like, okay. And then they got naked first. And then you're like,
Well, all right.
well, okay.
What did we
AC
roll?
gone.
Low.
It wasn't like dramatically low.
It was
There's
just-
nothing to write home
There's
about.
nothing right home about. Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't fucking 13.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was before we made the conscious decision to. No,
Bump
that
it.
was after. That was that week.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this was after we made the conscious decision to switch from a D10 to a D6.
Just to spare everybody's ego.
Plus 3 base. Yeah, you can only max out at 9
you
now.
just I can't compete with that. Like that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Coward.
It
So,
has nothing to do with me.
so somebody knocks down the door or opens the door, and then one dude just gets fucking blasted.
No, Borellis is still a 13. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't
We're not
retroactively change
yeah,
it.
it's just going forward. Don't worry, Borellis still
So
got
nobody
that
else
third
will
leg.
ever be a
Call me the
13 after
rod.
Kane.
Correct.
The stalactite.
So, who opened the door?
Is it stalactite
It
or
was Kiki.
stalagmite?
Kiki kicked
Yeah,
it
Kiki-
open.
No, she didn't kick it open. She open hand punched it with her foot.
Oh yeah.
She's a monk. She got that gorilla grip foot.
Fuck.
So kicked it open, and then I rolled a 20 on my attack with the smiting shot and turned him to literal viscera.
Yeah, so the
And
way
then
that
that's when Bella was like, "You gotta help me clean all this off
The way-
now."
You
And you
literally
can-
exploded him all over.
and you
Bella.
can adjust it if you want, and we can talk about it later if you'd like, but I just like the idea of a smiting shot being you fire, the bullet is glowing as it goes in, but as it comes out it's not glowing anymore. People, they start radiating or just like start glowing from the inside, and they just explode if they die.
It's a super hollow point.
Exactly. They expand.
It's a hollowed point.
Hollowed.
Got him. I would dab if my hands were full. Thank you.
So that dude died. Somebody else hit the other guy, and then Kasha fucking slit his throat with
Yeah, because she had
Yeah.
a
sneak attack.
from her hidden weapon.
Yeah. Max damage.
And then Bella was like, "You're going to help me clean this off.
Disgusted.
Yeah.
You're going to help me clean my feathers."
Which I believe Ethereum's response was, "You're fine."
And then Bella whistled at the thought of
Kasha.
Kasha whistled at the thought of step bro bath time.
Nice. Come on, step bro.
Oh my god. So
You have
then,
to clean all my feathers.
so wait, we're still not done for the night. We still
He
have
might-
one
he
more
might
room
come
to get
sooner than
into.
I-
Yes, guys, we're almost there. We have one more room to get into.
This was a mistake.
Truly.
So then, last room, I'm sure the one you're most excited about,
Yeah.
is we walked in and there was a fucking demon.
Drider.
There was a fucking,
No, hold on. There was a big
Drider, I
skull.
barely
There was
know
this
her.
big skull stone door,
yeah.
which Askelin did detect magic on, and it needed a word in order
Your
to open.
podcast is gonna go horribly if I'm on it.
Yep.
You're so
Like, what
going
the
to get
fuck?
X-rated. Like, what's
Guys,
the highest
fine.
rating a podcast can
We're
be
so
at?
close.
Is it an R?
We gotta finish this.
We gotta finish this.
What's
Yes,
up?
please focus. There was a
Please
big,
focus.
there's a big stone door.
We say
Askelin
the magic
used
word.
detect
The magic word was
No,
the
I
thing.
rolled a 20 to discover
Yeah.
what the magic word even is and say it out
Yes,
loud.
even though his
It's like,
character
Because you knew
didn't
what
see
it
it.
was. So we fucking walk in.
Yeah, you guys walk into the middle of a demon and a daemon fighting, one of which is a Drider who has been corrupted by a bad energy to the point where they've become a daemon, and the other one is a priestess of Orcus, which is the person that you guys were chasing down to begin with.
Spider gets fucking bopped in like 2 rounds.
And the Orcus priest gets sent into a 100-foot deep hole
a fire
Yeah.
pit.
immediately.
That Thilden also falls into.
Yes. That if
But yeah, you used like 2 smiting shots and that spider was gonzo.
Someone hit it first.
Yeah, somebody hit it first. I
Uh-huh.
don't remember
I think
who.
Athildon
What
hit
the
it
fuck?
first.
I don't have my little
I missed.
button press. You did miss. Well, so spider grabbed me, and then I used a lay on hands on myself as a swift action, which gave me sanctuary, so it couldn't
Got it,
attack
Chief.
or hold me
Yeah.
anymore. And then 5-foot step back.
Gun it, chief, before the gates close.
Oh god. Used
Swoos on pass.
using point blank shot and a whole bunch of other feats. Smiting shot, doubled,
Oh god.
rolled a nat
Oh,
20,
hey, look, still parking. Nice.
and he turned to ash.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, grabbed him. He laid on hands himself.
That party
Stepped
spot's still open. Right?
Don't fucking
Step-
touch me.
We're not gonna.
stepped back
it's fine.
onto the top of the table and was just, "Don't touch me." Fired a glowing bullet into the demon. Demon glowed from the inside and exploded into ash.
And then very quickly, the other one, he had like a
sit here
scythe.
for a minute.
I know. So the other one had a scythe, and Kasha, using some of her tools, like disarmed him.
So
And then he also-
he got out of the pit.
This dude had a bad go of it.
Dimension door out of the pit. Slammed his staff down, and it made purple glyphs basically surround the floor and the walls. Kasha knocked his scythe away. And then Kiki ran up, tried to hit.
And I missed.
Unsuccessfully.
And then what did Vela do? Vela did something.
Was that silencing?
No.
Oh yeah, you did the.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I did a performance at Silence.
And then nat 20, there's a silence permanent.
Yeah.
exactly.
So he couldn't cast
only,
spells.
so the only thing he could do is channel negative energy, which he did, but it couldn't reach everybody, but so it did some damage.
He tried to slay living me.
Yeah, I tried to slay. Well, I was
Like,
like,
you have to speak, bitch.
because I was like, wait
Yeah.
a second, hold on. And
People
I looked
had
at
a
his,
spear at
I looked
some
at his
point.
spell list, and I was like, oh shit, he has this, and I was like, who has the highest save? because I don't want to kill anybody. But I just want to be scary. And I was like, okay, hold on, he's got some paladin bullshit. And then I was like, all right, give me a fortitude save. And you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, slay living. You're like, oh no. And then it's like, wait a second, you have to speak.
Yeah, well, yeah. At first, I thought you were using like power word kill or something because you didn't even ask me like what my save was. You just, what's your HP at? I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
What kind of question is that?
So then,
Can you survive 12d6 plus 10?
but yeah, him being silenced and without his scythe, he had like a fucking
That's only 12
mundane
damage plus 10.
spear.
So 22.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, he had a crossbow and a spear, and he missed with
23 if you're
he missed with the spear, and then couldn't hit anything with the crossbow.
And then we just killed him slowly and steadily.
Yeah, the gang just bounced on him and killed him.
And
not
that's where we
relatable.
stopped.
No.
Oh, no.
Never heard
Because people were, like, going through stuff. Somebody took a bath. I think Vela got her bath. Everybody else was
Yeah.
going through, like, stuff, and we
There
found
was
a
a
cursed
gold
object.
pile.
Well, no,
Did
you
we
were.
skip over the part where Ricky dropped this guy into like a fucking 100-foot deep pit?
No, we
Yeah,
got
we got
there.
I hit that one earlier.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just not.
Yeah.
No, so.
You're the one who
Aetherian started
commented
to,
that it
like-
was a fire pit.
No, that was me.
Oh.
Ethereum started like breaking down like mentally because Vela started to drew the flower or whatever the fuck it was called. Like, oh, I have
Yeah.
to take this to hell. I'm like, what are you talking
yeah.
about hell? Why are you talking about hell? Why are we
Fucking
going to
shut
hell?
up.
What are you
Stop
talking
it.
about?
Scrubbing harder and harder. Why?
Askelin went over to a pile of gold. Askelin went over to a pile of gold that was in the room. It was just sort of like detect magicking in it, and pulled out a card. I cannot remember what it was. Oh no, it wasn't a card. It was a belt of Constitution. And then there was a
who ended up getting that? Was it you, Kiki?
Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monkey's got 110 HP.
There was a
Let's
dex
go.
thing that I got, I'm pretty sure.
Needed it.
I think
Yeah,
so.
there was because
something
I
in the
remember we
cave.
promised you would get the next one. 'Cause
Yeah.
You were fucking complaining about it.
It was.
And then
I'm sorry.
and then there was a cursed abyssal scimitar that was in there as well. And then Ricky got like a really high spellcraft on it, and it was, what is it, raging? That it is basically.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
when you use it, you get some major buffs, but you just start striking at anything that's near you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he's like, does it have like a scabbard or something? Like, oh no, it's in a scabbard. Like, it's fine. He's like, all right, I guess I'll keep it. And then I was like, all right.
And I think that's when we called it, because it was 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're like, oh, it's just one more fight. And then.
Took an
Lasted
hour because that one
another
dude would
hour.
not die.
I know. I was like, this is gonna take like
so slow.
20 minutes. It'll be fine. You guys have a paladin. And then it's like,
And you grappled him.
We even, like, subdued him that he couldn't do shit to us, and it took us so long to just, like, is he dead yet? Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think I've even attacked him. I turned one guy to ash and stopped listening.
like okay, I did cool
I
things.
did my part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lie down.
The rest is on you.
Well, because I was like, I'm totally fine with the campaign having like difficult people, because I was like, you guys have a paladin. It's fine.
Is it my fault the campaign takes so long?